I am also one of the local coordinators for Postpartum Support International. Postpartum Support International is a social support group that helps moms that might be experiencing perinatal mood disorders. So perinatal mood disorders, we abbreviate it and say PMADs, okay? And it's really an umbrella term that I'm going to tell you a little bit more about over the next 15 to 20 minutes. My background, because you say, well, okay, how are you standing up here? Why did Libby invite you? My background is as a labor delivery nurse and postpartum nurse for working with women and infants for almost 20 years now. And I've actually practiced as a nurse midwife, but really in the last 12 years have been drawn to academics and research, and my area of research is looking at women with mood disorders. Even my husband said recently, he's like, so what's the draw here? And I said, you know what? Who are the cornerstones of our communities, of our families? No offense, dads, but it's a mom. You have a mom, you are a mom, you may have friends that are moms. So moms are huge, and we need to not only take care of these growing bellies during pregnancy, but we also need to know that she is, cared for emotionally as well as physically. So I think being a mom is one of the most eventful steps you'll ever have in your lifetime. And so I really feel a strong desire to help moms get what they need, help families support new moms, and help clinicians, identify those moms who might be struggling with a mood disorder during their pregnancy or even after, or even before when they're coming back in with their second or third or fourth pregnancy. Okay? So perinatal mood disorders. Perinatal means that time around pregnancy. So we kind of catch during pregnancy, and then we also get that postpartum period, that after pregnancy. It's an umbrella term, like I said, because we oftentimes hear about postpartum depression. Who's heard postpartum depression? You hear it, okay? But this term captures postpartum anxiety. It also captures anxiety you might have during your pregnancy. We have some moms that may have obsessive compulsive disorder. Their anxiety gets that significant. They may even have panic disorders. Okay. On the other end of the spectrum, kind of the depressed mood, we may have people that have postpartum depression, and our worst case scenario, which is its own unique diagnosis, is postpartum psychosis. Okay. Now, you're going, oh my gosh, this isn't going to affect me. Surely this is so rare. 1 in 7 women, okay, count the moms we have in this room, 1 in 7 women are going to be affected by a perinatal mood and anxiety disorder, okay? And I can't say, oh, you're the person, or oh, you're the person, or hey, guess what, you're in the clear. It affects all moms, so all ages, all races, all cultures, all socioeconomic backgrounds. We can have some of the smartest women that face symptoms of the mood disorder. We can also have our moms that really struggle with, the basic ins and outs of life. And, hey, you don't have a high-level job. Why are you so stressed? Each person has their own stressors in their life and deals with those and processes those differently. Okay? So what do we do about it? What can we do about it? One of the really awesome things here at North Florida is North Florida Women's Care is following along with recommendations of ACOG, which is the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecologists, and they're also following the recommendation of the United States Prevention Task Force, and that is to screen all women at some point during their pregnancy. So when you guys get around 28 weeks, I think it is, or maybe 36, y'all are going to see what we call the PHQ-9. Okay, it's a patient health questionnaire, and it asks you, hey, in the past 2 weeks, have you been having any of these feelings? I've had them every day, I've had them a few days, I haven't had these at all. Okay? And that's to help the providers here identify people that may be at risk. It's not diagnosing you, okay? It's just saying, you know what, you kind of throw a red flag for me, so let's sit down and let's talk a little bit more. I see you answered, you're becoming in a depressed mood or down mood more days than not. Let's talk about what's going on in your life. Or you feel really anxious when you're having your day-to-day activities, or you don't like going to your job anymore, you don't like caring for your kids, those kind of things. We need to find out what's really going on in your head, at your house, and in your life. Because remember, we want all moms to have a very fulfilling, good experience as they transition to motherhood. Guess what? You see the screen again during the postpartum period. Okay, so when you come back for your 6-week postpartum visit, because you may have just cruised along during your pregnancy, it was awesome, it was fabulous, you had this most beautiful birth, and then 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks hits, and you're like, whoa, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I'm not sure I like this. I might want to hit stop and rewind and go back to my old life. And so we really want to identify parents that might be having issues and help get you into the right spot to have you feeling better and transitioning well. Okay. So what are those things that can make you feel better or that can help improve mood? We kind of have four areas. Medication therapy, okay? And you know what? That's great for some people, and some people just don't want to try it at all, and that's okay because we have other things that work, okay? So medication is one route. Another route is psychotherapy, and that means talking with either a licensed psychologist or meeting with a psychiatrist or social worker or licensed mental health provider. Sometimes people need help identifying what is my trigger and why am I responding to this, and then let's talk about how to change your response to that. Or they may need help communicating their needs to their support system, okay? Sometimes we have moms that just think, I'm going to do it all, and that's like really sending her over the edge, okay? We want you to be able to verbalize your needs and access the help around you, okay? Third thing is social support, okay? Social support, our dads are awesome social support, okay? The dads that get up, or the partners, the second moms that get up and help with baby care, that's phenomenal. But also reminding mom that, hey, this is the person that I fell in love with, this is the person I want to take care of. For a grandmother, that is huge, to take care of your daughter and to be there to support her, okay? So social support is great, and that's kind of what postpartum support does. Ideally, I'm going to say, who are your people in your life? Who's your tribe? Who are your go-to people? Who can you call to say, come watch the baby while I jump in the shower? Or could you please come over and wash clothes and please clean up my kitchen, because I came out after being up all night long and there's dishes stacked to here. You need to have those people in place, okay? I can't necessarily come to your house, okay, but I will say, hey, who are your people? Who can we call? And sometimes it's a matter of instrumental support, meaning, do you have access to a maid service, or do you have a sitter that can come over, or do you have somebody that could send your clothes to the washateria? And if that helps you out and you get ahead of things, more power to you. That's awesome. Okay. Our last thing that a lot of people talk about is kind of lifestyle changes. Exercise. Exercise is great. Okay, it's wonderful. You get out, you get some fresh air, you get some bright light therapy, and you kind of get those endorphins moving, and you feel better. Okay, and also bright light therapy, like I said, getting out in the sunshine, that can help our mood. Another thing that we talk about, there's the range, the acupuncture, and just a variety of making sure you eat omega-3 fatty acids and you have a well-balanced diet. But hear me say, if you're a mom that has significant symptoms, that's a wonderful thing to add on. But sometimes we have to put out the immediate fire before we can kind of rewire the house. So sometimes that's where meds or more intensive psychotherapy have a good role. I love telling everybody to go exercise. I think it's wonderful. I think it will make a difference in your mood. But also hear me say, you're not going to relieve all symptoms just by going and taking a walk around the block, okay? Rarely do symptoms of perinatal mood disorders resolve on their own. Okay? So to kind of just wrap up, and I know people are probably going to be like, what symptoms? You're talking about all this stuff. I'll tell you about symptoms, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more specifically about what postpartum support can do, and then I'll let you guys get on with your breastfeeding class. Symptoms, they kind of run the gamut, because when we talk about mood disorders, we talk kind of about depression on one end, we talk about anxiety on the other. So some moms may say, oh my gosh, I just want to sleep all the time. I'm sleepy, I'm just down, I'm dull. My partner says that I just have this really kind of flat, unenthusiastic mood. I don't enjoy the things I used to. All I want to do is sleep, and maybe I'll eat, but I'm never changing out my pajamas. Okay. Let me admit, a lot of people have days like that. About 80% of moms are going to have some postpartum blues, where you may have a day or two and you feel that way. Don't panic. What I'm talking about is you have those feelings for 2 weeks or more, and all of a sudden your partner is going, this is not my normal life. Okay, this is not my daughter. This is not how my friend normally acts. If it's interfering with how you take care of yourself or how you take care of your baby, that's a problem, okay? And we want our moms to feel good and get better, okay? So let's address the problem. That's the downside of it. The upside, the anxiety, that hyper responsiveness, that's the mom that, I can't sleep. I really want to sleep, but I can't sleep because I'm so nervous that something's going to happen, especially in the postpartum period. I can't sleep because I'm constantly looking at the baby. I can't sleep because, oh my gosh, I have all this stuff to do, and I'm going to be up washing